guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing for you guys the mixing all of my foundations, primers, concealers together in one. I'm gonna go crazy. Just saying. So right now the only thing I have on right now are my brows. They're a little bit darker than usual. Tried out a new pen. But yeah. So I'm gonna list all the products down below, and rather than showing you guys all the clips of me mixing everything, I used one pump of everything and then kind of tried to scoop out an equivalent of anything that's a stick foundation, if that makes any sense, you know? So yeah, let's dive right into this, shall we? Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to start with primers. I've kind of mixed them together in this little cup here. I tried my best to whisk out all of like the blurring primers and stuff. Atticus. Dude, of all the times. Not a good one. Okay, so I have my, you know, I'm gonna apply this with this one instead. This is the yellow beauty blender that came in like a package or whatever. I'm gonna take this guy, pick up this, and let's see how it goes. I'll probably have on the screen right here right now some kind of thing about how many primers are in here. I really like primers, actually. They're one of my favorite things. I will say I'm looking very smooth. Rather than, you know, pressing this in like this, I'm just blending it like I would if I were using my fingers. I just feel like it would have been too messy with my fingers. That might be too much. Well, bring it down the neck. I had someone request for me to do this during my live stream. If I could do this, since, you know, I'm not like a beauty blender who's got 100 foundations. I do have quite a bit though. I didn't realize just, ooh. Ooh. I feel very, very smooth right now. Looks pretty good. I feel very luminous. I feel very silky to the touch. I bet that's a lot of the smoothing primers I've got in there, and my hydrating ones, mixing those together is apparently doing wonders right now. Let's move on to the big kahuna of foundation. Again, I tried my best to beat all the chunks out of this, but didn't quite work, so I might have to be doing a little bit of that. I'm using this L'Oreal sponge. Let's do this. Oh my God. Okay, so it's definitely full coverage. Whoa, oh my gosh. You see nothing through this. I don't entirely hate the color either. There's a couple foundations in here that do oxidize, so I'm gonna have to see. This makes so much product and it goes so far. Atticus, what are you doing? He's trying to get to my pile of foundation. No, sir. There we go. See how it's starting to even out a bit? Yeah, it's starting to get there. Just need a little bit more for my forehead. That's too much. So, considering the fact that I have some foundations in here that oxidize, and I also have some foundations that are in here purely because they're too light and I use them to mix into the oxidizing foundations, I had honestly figured that this would probably balance itself out and come out about the right color. Obviously, I was wrong. And I also did try my best to make it an even amount of everyone, but to be honest, it's kind of hard to do that. Just because it's very difficult to accurately measure everything, especially when you've got like stick foundations and stuff. I see nothing right now. It is clinging a little bit to my lines on my face and my dry patches, especially down here. As smoothing and hydrating as the base was, it wasn't enough to do that, so there's that. Now we're gonna do concealers. Now I'm just going to take my little spongy sponge. I'm just gonna mix all of it together on the spongy sponge all over that entire area. This is very yellow. Ooh. Just gonna use this to apply it to my face. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out with the one that I used the primer with. I'm not that mad at the color though. But to be honest, I buy all my concealers on the light side just to be safe, you know. I had a huge clump of fur stuck to my eye just now. I think it was on the beauty blender, the small one. Oh my gosh, I look like a ghost. Woo. In reality, like in life right now, definitely not this white, I promise you. I might have to go back over my brows. I got a little carried away. And then I'm just gonna take the clean, dampened half of the Beauty Blender. Make sure everything is blended. I'm gonna mix all my powders. Okay guys, I've mixed all my powders. Ooh, the peach powder is definitely doing the most here. Whoa, okay. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely starting to match a little bit better, as you can see. I think mixing in, since some of those were technically foundation powders, it's definitely looking a lot better. So I'm gonna do my makeup and I'll come back and check in with you guys about how everything went on top of it. Really quickly, I'm gonna share with you guys what I'm wearing on my face right now. I have bronzed using my Body Shop matte bronzer. I am wearing on my eyes and as my highlight the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I highlighted my face using Champagne Truffle. I am wearing for my mascara the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. And then on my lips is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. And then, there it is. And then my blush is the Clinique Cheek Pop in Nude Pop. So this is kind of how it's looking. I had no issues blending anything out on my eyes, on my face, on anything. I had no issues whatsoever. Now that I've powdered it and it's gotten a minute to settle onto my skin, it looks really nice. There's just a tiny bit of creasing right here on my forehead. Here, let me zoom y'all in. There we go. So you see I've got a little bit of creasing happening here. I've also still got a little bit of creasing happening in my smile lines. Again, that might also just be because I put on too much product, who knows. And it's kind of creasing right here in my upper lip area. It's not terrible, nothing too horrible. I'm not gonna be able to do like a full-on wear test with this because it is 10:20 at night when I'm filming this. So yeah, but it feels very smooth. I had no issues blending anything out. Nothing clung weird to my skin. My skin, it feels very light actually. It doesn't feel like, the only place I feel like I'm caked up is right here under my jaw. But other than that, nothing feels heavy on my face. It feels very lightweight, which is surprising considering how much foundation there is. This obviously makes more than enough foundation. Just saying. This is way more than I ever needed. I also have quite a bit of the primer left over in here. This is definitely a lot more liquidy. There were oils in here. Quite a bit more of the powder as well. The one thing I have to say is mixing all these powders isn't looking the best under my eye. Not that surprising, but it's looking really great on the rest of my skin. So yeah, I ain't mad at it. I feel like all the videos I've seen of this, people have been pretty happy with the results in general. So I have no complaints right now. I actually ended up really liking the foundation mix. The color of the concealer is a little more yellow than I would like under my eyes. The powder kind of balanced it out there. The primer was amazing though. To mix all those primers together was just, it just nailed it right there. So yeah, that is everything. And I will see you in a video.